I wonder what that is. Does that look better?
It looks wonderful.
That's it, girl. You wanna really make that be seen.
That's right. Welcome to Conversations with Miss Jery. We are here on Sunday. What is today's date, Miss Jery? Who even knows? It's another day in a lifetime.
Yes, it is. And time has been flying by
Flying
so
by.
fast. But today is March the 13th.
March the 13th. And Miss Jery, you sold this basket yesterday.
I did.
Oh, happy day for you.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes. So tell us about the basket that you're holding now.
This basket is the second basket that I have done in this style. And what this is, I put it in the style of an Indian style basket. And what I have done with this, the first basket that I did, similar to this, because you know each piece is going to be an original. But with the first one I did, it's got the black horsehair around this part of it, and the white that comes down was the white horsehair. But because I didn't have any more of the horsehair, I used the black bulrushes around the mouth of the basket, and I let the sweet grass hang on this part of it. So to give it that look of the black horsehair and the white horsehair. But that is, you know, what I...
So that's the style of this particular basket. So this is a combination of two grasses then, correct?
No.
How many do we have in this basket?
This is a combination of, I would say, 5 different materials in this. And there's 2 kinds of bulrushes in it, and one of these bulrushes was dried from the sun, and the other part of it is dried in a plastic bag where you have to flip it over and over in order for it to dry. So you have the sweetgrass, pine straw, regular bulrushes, and the black bulrushes. So there is
yes,
5 different material.
And then the palmetto is what you stitched them together with.
Right, the palmetto is I stitch all of them with palmetto.
Show us the depth of the inside of this basket. It's so deep.
It is. And this is it.
Wow, look at that. That's it. It would hold a lot. It's a very deep basket. It's beautiful.
Yes. And when I spoke with the owner of this basket, I think he had a special table that he's gonna put this on.
Oh, what an amazing display. Hold it up for us. Look at that. What an amazing display. And let's see that lovely tail. The simulation of the horsehair tail,
Yes.
correct? That's beautiful. What a gorgeous basket, Miss Jery.
Well, thank you so much.
And then, what year did you make the basket? Do you remember? It's been a while ago.
I have no idea. With baskets making, the most important thing about making the basket is getting it done as soon as you possibly can.
That's true.
I always say that in because it is the number one question that I have been asked.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it
How
take
long?
a
They
basket?
always ask.
Well, it's from start to finish.
That's how long.
That's how long it takes. And the you know where the basket needs to go, and you have to wait until it gets there. Now, how long in between, you never know, because it's never timed and it's never measured. So it's whatever you get from the beginning to the end.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing this basket with us. And I know that it's going to have a new home.
Yes, it
You've
will.
had it here at the gallery for some time, but it finally has its new destination.
Yes,
That's a
yes.
beautiful thing. It
And
will have a long life.
yes, well, with baskets, of course, it's when it comes to choosing a basket, people got to really feel this is what I want. And, there are people who, you know, in their mind have already selected the perfect place for it. So,
Because the owner already had some history about you and already knew that you were in the Smithsonian and already had an idea of what he was looking for.
right.
That's a wonderful
Yeah.
thing.
So, yeah, well, I'm hoping that he would be happy um, in, his selection. And I'm sure he will give it a wonderful home, he and his wife. And, you know, I think it's a gorgeous piece.
It is a gorgeous
Big
piece. It is a very big piece.
Yes.
It's taking your whole lap.
Yes. Yes.
Well, let's trade out, Miss Jery, and do one of your artworks so that we can
Okay.
also hear a little bit about one of your works.
Okay.
I'm going to help you out,
Okay.
and you can select whichever artwork you're wanting. Ooh, this piece is almost matching you. Beautiful.
This piece is called Sisters and the Carolina Gold. When we came to this country, the Carolina Gold is what we came here for when it comes to the cultivation of the rice. And I like, painting about what our history has been about. And the reason why we're here is because of the cultivation of the rice. And it's something that, people, when it comes to the painting, they like selecting, pieces, that our history was about. And there are a few things that sells very well when it comes to these pieces. And the Carolina Gold rice, the cotton fields, and the baptisms, those are my three best sellers, along with the basket stands on Highway 17 North. So those are the pieces that usually, sells pretty fast.
And your medium, Miss Jery, is that acrylic?
It is acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just beautiful. So would this depict two family members or two sisters or two friends or just two women in a community or all of the above?
All of the above.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. because
And they're physically doing what in this picture?
okay, in order for you to do the rice back in those times, it was the mortar, which is this part. This is the pestle that you would beat the rice in, and this is the rice fanner basket. And once you have taken the rice and put it, because with the mortar, you had to get the tree trunk, you carved it out, then you take the pestle and you had to shave that down where this part of the pestle is bigger than the handle of it. And you would take that, you would beat the rice, and then you would pour it into the rice fanner basket. And the rice fanner basket was the basket that made our basket famous, and it was used for the winnowing of the rice. So this is what these are, and these are your baskets that you pour them in once you have already sifted, kind of, and put it in.
So that's the whole process right
That's
there.
the process. Yes.
And the building that's in the backdrop?
It's just a building.
Just a building.
Yeah.
It's a pretty building too.
Yeah.
I love the bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do we have a fanner basket in here?
We do.
If you point it out to me, I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Is it one of those that is up there?
You could use that one, but you could also use, you know what? Get the one that's on the chair. Yeah.
This way they have an idea.
Yeah, of what the rice fanner basket is. Yeah.
Here you are, Miss Jery.
This is the rice fanner basket.
How beautiful.
Yes.
That's just gorgeous.
In the center of it is the pine straw. The next part of it is the sweet grass, the bulrushes, another 5 rows of sweet grass, and then you've got the bulrushes. And with this particular basket, I wanted to let the sweetgrass show in it, so that's why I did the 3 rows of the sweetgrass on the last part of this. But I just think it makes a beautiful combination.
So it's not a very deep basket.
No, it's not.
So is this kind of why they call it a fanner?
Well, from Africa, they call it a fanner. Now, I guess because we are the Gullah people, it's called a rice fanner. So, that is...
Slight variation.
Yes. So, yes.
So true to its origins, though.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Well, I'm looking forward to next Sunday when we can explore another artwork and some more baskets.
Yes.
And these here to the left of you, or to your right, are the actual grasses that you use, correct? Let me take this basket from you, Miss Jery. Before we go, how about you tell us a little bit about those grasses?
Okay. The grasses that you're seeing here, for us in the Mount Pleasant area, most of the time, we would start our baskets with pine straw, like this. And the pine straw we have always used because with the pine straw have always been flexible where, you could make those sharp turns, because in starting a basket, you had to make those sharp turns. So the pine straw allowed that, where you would be able to make the sharp turns. And after using the pine straw, then you would add your sweet grass, and the palmetto is the wrapping. So in the beginning, that's how our basket was made. But later on, after the scarcity of our sweetgrass, we started using the bulrushes in our basket. And for me personally, I love the color of the bulrushes, but I also love the texture of it and the sturdiness that it gives the basket. So for me, I love it for more than one reason. But I was using the sweetgrass and pine straw and palmetto in my baskets until I went to Charleston Market. And when I went to Charleston Market, I met Helen Burns, who taught me about the bulrush basket that they were using in our sweetgrass baskets then. But then from leaving the Charleston Market, I went to St. Helena's Island, where I met Miss Jenny Cohen, who was a bulrush basket maker. And I had never seen the bulrush basket with the technique that they used at the Penn School. And in talking to Miss Jenny father went to Penn School, and that was the basket that they taught by Mr. Leroy Brown. And when I met her, she was telling me that her father had gone to Penn School, taught her and her brother. And when I met Miss Jenny Cohen in the early 90s, she was the last person left doing the bulrush baskets. So I learned the bulrush basket from Miss Jenny Cohen. And the pattern to the bulrush basket is diagonal, but when it comes to the sweetgrass basket, those lines are vertical. And you can see the difference. And when it comes to people walking in my gallery, they always think that this is all sweetgrass until I point out to them that the bulrush basket is a total different pattern. And it's Beaufort and St. Helena style of basket. And this was taught at Penn School for us in the Mount Pleasant area. It wasn't a school we had. It was passed down from generation to generation. So that is the difference in baskets and the area it came from. And, Sapelo Island, they do a sweetgrass basket, but they also use the arms from the palm tree. So that is the difference, in the baskets. And it's all about the area where the basket was made.
Mm-hmm. And Miss Jery, when you say Penn School, where is that?
Penn School is located on St. Helena's Island, and Penn School is the first black school in the nation for freed slaves. And the school got started in 1862 by Laura Town and Ellen Murray, who started it in 1862. And I have been to a couple of the galas that they had honoring those women. And but it's on St. Helena's Island in Beaufort, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So next week, we will be back here for more conversations with Miss Jery here at Savannah City Market in Georgia.
Yes.
And this is your studio, Miss Jery's Sweetgrass Baskets, or
Jery's Sweetgrass Basket, Savannah.
In Savannah. And you also have your folk art here. You have prints here. You have cards here. Lots of options for those who are collectors,
Yes.
or those who are searching for gifts, correct?
Yes. Yes.
You can come here and see Miss Jery actually making these baskets, because this is a working gallery.
It
So, and you are working here all the time, Miss Jery.
all the time. People often ask, well, do you paint here? No, I paint at home because my space is not a large space, but it allows me to do the sweetgrass baskets, and I just do the painting when I'm home.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful paintings too.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Jery, we will see you again. Tune in, folks.